Hello Witchers, we're going to do the quest Dead Man's Party. If this video helps you, please like it. Leave a silly comment for that algorithm and don't subscribe to me. Alright, I'm in Oxenford right now where the quest begins. I assume I gotta go over here and talk to somebody to start the party. Okay, looks like we have to go around to the back of the building. Let's go in here. And looks like we have to go upstairs. Alright, when you start talking to these guys, you have to decide whether or not you want to say you like her or not. I don't think it matters. You can romance her, and it won't affect your relationship with Yennefer or Trish. So I'm going to say she's a beautiful woman. You can decide to tell her about what happened in the sewer or not. I don't think it makes a difference, just different dialogue. Okay, so after you're done talking, you should get 150 experience. And now we got to go meet her at the crypt, which is far away. Let's see where it is on the map. All the way over there. All right, let's head over there. Okay, so I'm approaching the crypt now. There's Shawnee already ready for me. Okay, so she's going to mention a wedding. You can say whatever you want here. It just gives you different dialogue. It doesn't change the course of actions. Looks like we're heading into the crypt. She's leading the way, so let's just follow her. Okay, so she's not coming into the crypt with me, so I'm going to go in by myself. I just wanted to say that once you decide to start the ritual for this quest, you are locked into this quest and you have to finish it. So just keep that in mind if you have anything else that you wanted to do. Alright, so let's take a quick look around. Now there's some lootable stuff here. Oh, there's a sword in there. Now keep in mind, most drops and loot is random in this game. So it's hard to tell what you'd get and what you won't get. Let's head through here. Okay. Looks like there's some wraiths here. Let's go ahead and take them out. Alright, so let's use our Witcher senses and start looking around. Let's examine this thing first. Okay, let's go in here and see if there's anything in this area. I see something right here. Okay, let's keep moving forward. What else we got? We got another one right here.
Kestitis? Not who I'm looking for.
Okay, let's try this one right here.
Old tombstone. Inscription's almost worn off completely.
Alright, looks like that's not who I'm looking for either.
Alexei, age 19. Beloved son and brother.
Okay. I'm gonna check every single one.
Shouldn't touch that.
Alright, this one's got a saber in front of it. Let's examine this. There we go, so it's the one with the saber in front of it. I gotta grab that quest item. It's already in my pocket, but let's just in case it's not in your pocket, I'll show you it's gonna be in the quest item area, probably in here somewhere. Alright, but it's already in my pocket, so we're gonna go ahead and press the right bumper to pull it out. And then we're gonna use it here.
Fire and blood.
There we go.
And walk midst the living, ye who hath departed.
So we're gonna go to each one of them. Alright, so walk here too.
Dust, ye whose blood I have brought.
And this one too. Nice.
Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed.
Alright, do I go to this one too, I guess?
Arise as a friend, for I am no foe.
And then we'll go to the last one right here. Okay. Alright, am I supposed to go this way too or something? Let's just check in here then. We'll put away this stuff. Can't do that now? Cool, I didn't want to do it anyway. I thought I spread it to every room. Do I? Oh, it looks like I have to go downstairs too. Okay, so let's head downstairs. You walk awfully slow when you're spreading this stuff around. I guess you have to. Alright, so let's spread it around here too.
Friend, for I am no foe. Life and death, fire and blood. Time to light the votive fire.
Alright, good. Now can we put this thing away? Alright, so we put that away. And now we have to light the fire. Ignite it. There we go. Alright, so looks like we gotta fight the ghosts. Okay, so when he's finally done talking and you agree to go to the wedding with him possessing you, we're gonna go through here. The hole that I made earlier. Let's see what this is. We got a crypt key.
Grave robber. Tried to crawl in through the well. Broke his neck.
All right, let's hop up here. All right, let's head this way now. I don't see anything over there. There's some stuff we can loot right here. Let's head this way. Now this is optional. You don't have to do this. Just gets you extra loot if you want to get it. And there is going to be a spider in here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Alright, so after you take care of the spiders, there's some loot in the area. We're going to go ahead and jump up here next and continue forward. Alright. Looks like we're in another area we can loot. Let's grab everything. Alright, so you can go ahead and take all this stuff if you want to piss him off. I don't think there's anything bad that's going to happen to you. He is going to complain about it, but who cares? Alright, so let's grab everything. Nice. Okay, when you're sure you got everything, just go out here. You can use the key to unlock it. And then we can head back out. And then make our way to the wedding, which is just over here. Alright, so we're in the party as Vodemir, whatever his name is. Let's go ahead and follow Shawnee. She's going to take us to the newlyweds.
Time to say hello.
Let's go say hello. Okay, so once you've finally done talking to the bride and groom, you can do a bunch of different activities all over the place. 4 of them are mandatory and the rest are not. You do get an achievement if you do all of them, but if you do the 4 mandatory ones before you do the optional ones, then you won't be able to do them. So make sure you finish the optional ones beforehand. I'm going to tell you before I do each one whether it's optional or not. All right, so let's go to the first one, which looks like it's right here. I don't think this is one of them, actually. So we're going to talk to these guys and play a game of Gwent first. I do actually want to say something about this Gwent game, because if you play this Gwent game and you decide to win, you're going to get 200 extra experience. But if you lose, you get a unique item called the ass ears. All right, and it's the only way you can do it. It's the only way you can get this item, but you're going to lose 5% of the coin that you have in your pocket. So hopefully you came into this. Hopefully you came into this mission with very low coin. I have only 1,000 on me. All right, so I'm going to lose on purpose because I want to get the ass ears. But keep in mind, you have to wear them the entire rest of the quest. Okay, so I purposely lost the match by passing on all my turns when I was playing cards. And now I got the ears. And like I said, you can keep the ears forever. And even actually, I can't show you because you can't look in your inventory. They have their own separate pocket. They go in the same pocket as your torch. All right, so let's find the next thing we got to do. Looks like we can talk to these guys. By the way, the cards were mandatory. That was one of the mandatory events we had to do. Let's talk to these guys next. Okay, so actually these people is a mandatory part of the party. We have to find where the dog has run off to. Looks like it's leading us this way. Let's check out the dog and see, use our Witcher sense.
Not so clean. I've only ever seen 2 like this. One in an antle, the other when I caught a hen after not eating chipped. Tried to devour its bowl along with its supper. Daft mutt.
Alright, so we're gonna check out the hut too.
Off the wall. Underfed it seems. Or else the ash liquor really boiled the mutt's blood.
Alright, so we examined all that. Here's the footprints.
These tracks true, but a small one. Yet judging by its house, demon is a hulk, but beggars can't choose their tracks. So I shall follow these.
Alright, so let's follow the tracks, see where they lead us.
Some dog's trail? Not exactly how I imagined this wedding.
Alright.
Think I'll wait here.
Wonderful, my juicy pair.
Looks like something happened here.
While you rest, a broken branch, as if one too heavy sought to scamper up this tree. No discoveries of note as yet, but I shan't give up. This witcher will.
Alright, looks like there's something straight ahead of me. Let's follow that big red blob. See where it takes us. Oh, looks like somebody's up here. Let's go ahead and climb up. Okay. Looks like there's a guy in the tree being harassed by the dog we're looking for. Okay, so we're going to want to use Axie here to calm it down. That gets you extra experience. Okay, so if you tell him to sober up on the way, that will result in him just following you. If you say firing, what's the trick? He will say he's going to leave and not come back, but you can use delusion on him and get an extra 25 experience, so that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so we're going to use Axie on him too, not going anywhere. Okay, so now we got to escort him back to the wedding. You are going to get attacked on the way. Looks like he's leading the way. Okay, so there's a boar. Let's go ahead and take care of him. Alright, so he can be killed, so make sure you protect him. And let's take out that bear, or that boar. I almost called it a bear too. Alright, good. Now we're gonna go talk to him again. Okay, so after you're done the fire breathing trick, you'll actually dance with Shawnee for a little bit. You'll get a lot of different dialogue options, but none of them matter. Okay, so we're gonna go talk to the mirror guy, which is just over this way. It says he's up though. Is this him? Oh yeah, there he is. Alright, so I just finished talking to him. There's nothing you can really say to him that changes the story much, just different dialogue. So we're gonna head this way and talk to these guys over here next. Okay, so let's talk to these dwarfs right here and see what they have to say. Which one do I gotta talk to? There we go. Okay, apparently that's just to get you drunk. You don't really need to talk to them if you don't want to. Alright, so we're gonna go talk to this person by the tree next and see what they have to say. Okay, looks like she's not important to talk to. She just says some nonsense and moves on. We're gonna do the pig pen thing next, so let's talk to this guy. Okay, so we gotta herd the pigs into the pen. There's no time limits, don't worry about that. You're only supposed to do the pigs that are marked with yellow.
I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker.
Now, don't use Axie for this, because Axie will, you know, make you forfeit the match, or forfeit this, and it's considered cheating. Now, let's see. Is this the pen up here, or is this the pen? So I guess this is the pen. And we just gotta somehow get them in there, so... Let's just kinda go near them. Okay, so I'm standing right behind them, and this seems to be working. There we go. There's the first pig in its pen. Alright, so I'm gonna stand behind this one. I think if you just stand behind them, they'll go straight. Hey, where are you going? Come this way. Alright, it's definitely finicky. Let's see if I can get this guy to move forward. There we go. Keep going straight. No, no, don't turn, don't turn, don't turn. There we go. Alright. I think he's in. Get in. There we go. Nice. Okay, so Shawnee's gonna ask you to woo a girl. It doesn't matter what you decide to pick here. It'll all end up the same in the end. Okay, some boys will show up and fight you, but luckily enough you can use a fence to beat them up, so you don't actually have to fight them, which I'm always worried about. I'm not very good at fist fighting, so I'm glad that they're letting you do this. And there we go. Took them all out. Okay, so after you beat up those guys, you'll get an extra 200 experience, and Shawnee will come and talk to you. It doesn't matter what you decide to pick here. I'm going to say I'm going to demonstrate if you like. Okay, so next we're going to go this way. I think you can have a drink with these girls here. This is optional. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so next let's go this way. Oops, I was a little drunk there. Oh, okay, we'll climb this for fun. Why not? And then we're going to go this way and talk to this woman. I think. Oh. Oh yeah, so you're supposed to talk to her. Perfect. Okay, so after talking to her, who's apparently hurt her back, we're gonna go this way, climb this ladder, and then I think we can just go right here. Okay, use your Witcher senses when up here, and we could see a little loot here. It's a card that you're gonna want to pick up, and then you want to examine this pillow to sit down. Okay, so next we're going to leave that barn, and we're going to do our final task, which is right here. So, who do we gotta talk to? You? Okay, so once you jump in the water to get the shoe, you gotta make sure you get the right one. If you use our Witcher senses, it'll highlight them. Let's go ahead and dive down. Use our Witcher senses. You can see one right in the bottom, and there's one straight ahead there. And there's going to be another one this way. So you can see there's the dock in front of me. We're going to go all the way over here and grab Shawnee's shoe. That's the right one. Make sure to only grab that one because then you'll get maximum experience of 200. If you grab multiple shoes, you're only going to get 50. So we're going to grab that shoe, talk to Shawnee, and there we go. Okay, so after we got the shoe, we just have to head this way now for, I guess, a ceremony. Okay, so you have the option here to give a speech or not. It doesn't matter what you decide to do. It doesn't change the story at all. Alright, that other guy came and banished the ghost. So now we can decide if we want to stay or gotta get going. I'm going to say stay because I want Shawnee to like me. Okay, so after you're done talking, it's going to start another quest called Midnight Clear. Okay, so now we got to get Shawnee a present to cheer her up. You got 3 options you can see on the mini-map. We want to go this way, past this ladder here, and then we're going to look at, is it this tree? No, it's this one, sorry. Alright, so we're going to examine this tree.
Shawnee mentioned she used to weave the berries into necklaces.
Alright, so she likes this stuff. This will give you an extra 150 experience if you give her this. You can also give her mead. Really anything you decide to give her is actually fine.
Romantic.
And if you give her the mead though, she will puke at the end of the romancing, so you might not want to do that. This is the best option to give her for sure. Alright, so let's go ahead and find her. Out of the way, you. Let's see where she is. Oh, look, that girl's flying. Good stuff. Alright. Where is she? Here she is right here. She's looking a little sad. Oh, geez, she looks very sad. So here you want to say, you've got me.
You got me.
Say it was all right. I don't think it matters what you pick, but that's what I'm going to pick. All right, for this dialogue option, it doesn't matter what you decide to pick. I'm just going to pick you to convince her, I'm sure. All right, here I'm going to say I prefer you.
I wasn't in the mood.
All right, so say a kiss sure didn't sedate me or whatever that says.
Promised you this night. Aim to keep my word.
Okay, so after you romance her on the lake, that's the end of the quest. I just want to say as well that you can do this and don't worry about your relationship with Yennefer or Trish. It doesn't affect it at all. Okay, so looks like we have to go all the way over here next. Quite a far trek, so let's make our way there now. Okay, so I'm about to approach him now. I'm entering this bar. And let's see where he is. Looks like he's just right here waiting for me. Okay, so after you talk to him and give him the letter, that is the end of the quest. If this video helped you, please like it, leave a silly comment for that algorithm, and don't subscribe to me.